Every year, just after the first frost of autumn, a strange pop-up carnival appears in a barren field outside the town of Greybridge. No one ever sees it being built, and there are no trucks or signs. Just colorful lights glowing in the distance like a mirage, beckoning in the dark. It never advertises. It never opens to the public. And only a few ever see it. Because this carnival only appears to those marked by grief. Emily Hart hadn't spoken to anyone in weeks. Her fiancé, Nolan, had died in a car crash on a rainy September night, just 2 days before their wedding. Since then, she'd wandered town like a ghost herself. Numb, hollow, unseen. People said grief came in stages. But Emily? She was stuck in the fog between sorrow and something darker. One night, she went for a walk to clear her head, cutting through a field just beyond the tree line. That's when she saw it, bright lights flickering through the mist, music, laughter, the scent of popcorn and fire, a carnival. Except no one in town had mentioned it. No flyers, no opening hours. Just there. She should have walked away, but grief has a gravity, and the lights felt warm, inviting, like they knew her pain. Emily stepped through the rusted iron gate. Inside, the carnival was alive with color and sound, yet eerily empty. No other guests, just attendants in antique uniforms. Faces pale, smiles too wide, eyes that didn't blink. They greeted her by name. She didn't ask how they knew. A man in a tattered top hat offered her cotton candy. Blood red. A silent clown guided her to the Ferris wheel, where the seats creaked like they hadn't held a soul in years. She rode the tilt-a-whirl alone, walked the hall of mirrors, where her reflection didn't match her expression. She passed a tent with muffled sobbing inside, another where shadows screamed with no source. Everywhere signs read, "One ride per grief." At the heart of the carnival stood a carousel, not brightly painted like the rest, but carved of black wood, cracked and ancient. Instead of horses, the poles held figures twisted in pain, humanoid shapes with hollow eyes and gaping mouths, as if frozen in their final scream. The attendant at the gate was waiting for her. "You've carried your grief well," he said. "Would you like to let it go?" She nodded weakly. She was tired of carrying Nolan's death, tired of seeing him in every silence. The man gestured. "Then ride." She stepped onto the carousel. The moment she sat down on one of the twisted figures, the ride began to move, slowly at first, then faster, the music discordant, rising in pitch. She felt her sorrow being pulled from her, yanked from her chest, piece by piece. It hurt, but it also felt freeing. She closed her eyes. When she opened them, she was standing in the field. The carnival was gone. She walked home, feeling strange, lighter, almost happy. But that night, she dreamed of the carousel. She saw herself on it, frozen, mouth open in a scream. She woke up gasping, and for the first time in weeks, she screamed Nolan's name. The next day, someone else in Greybridge vanished, and a rumor spread. Another person had seen the carnival. Over the years, stories trickled out. Survivors said the rides took your pain, but left something else behind. One woman returned mute, another blind. A boy who went after his sister's death could no longer feel anything at all, not even warmth. No one ever rode the carousel twice, because once you gave your grief, you were part of it. Now, once a year, the carnival returns, only visible to the broken, the mourning, the lost. They say if you see the lights, don't follow them, because the rides are hungry. And the carousel, it doesn't let you off until it becomes you. If you saw a carnival in the middle of nowhere and you were grieving, would you step inside? If this story chilled your bones, smash that like button, subscribe to Spooky Chilling Tales, and comment below, what would your grief ride be?